Hey, thanks for tuning in. You hanging with V, and this is TAi. T-A-I. I got it right that time. But this is a channel I just created for you to just think about it. Just to think about random stuff that goes on in our everyday lives that we might just put on the low board, and just let it pass in through one ear and one out the other. But I want to bring it back to your attention because we need to TAi. Think about it. Alright, so why did I create this channel? This channel was created because bunch of thoughts always ram through my head. It makes me go crazy sometimes, or at least back in the day. Now, it's like, when I try to relate it to people so that they can know what's going on, I probably tell like one person there, another person there, another person there, and probably one person, or probably two people, would not get or be able to accept what I'm saying because all the former biasm and all the former opinions that they bring into the table when I'm at the table. But right now, if we could just put all that aside, then this journey will be a lot smoother, and I bet you you'll enjoy it. I'll guarantee. So, what's the other reason I make this channel? Because 2 out of 3 people, I will say, do not think. They think, but they do not think. They're conditioned to just ride the waves, so to speak. Go with the flow. You can be mellow, but sometimes you gotta bring up a little action, and then you gotta actually do something sometime. But like Jay-Z and the Evils, I know my hip-hop heads, y'all know that song. But he said, I ain't trying to survive, I'm trying to live it to the limit and love it a lot. Like, the key word right there is love it a lot and live. We cannot just be surviving. That is basic. Once you know you're surviving and can survive, we have to move on, not just be like, oh, hey, how you doing? I'm surviving. I'm holding in, doing what I can. We gotta do more. We really do have to be more if we want to live in this cutthroat lifestyle. But we have to do it through love. Love under will, okay? You'll figure out what that means a little later. And then probably another episode. But the message for today is to sound the truth again. And what does truth sound like when you hear it? Is truth real? And can real and truth be used interchangeably? Like, can you say something is real is also the truth? And is something true is also real? Like, you probably like, what do I mean by that? What do I mean? Alright. I would say, you don't have to believe a word I say. You don't have to believe a word I say. But just take it in and TAi. Just TAi. That's what I'm gonna start that up. Just TAi. Just think about it. That's all. Just TAi. Alright? And because today's time, this is 2015. Back in the old days, in order to find any amount of truth, you have to go be part of a selected family, or hopefully be part of selected Kate, which is like the poor, the middle class, and all of that. So you can be part of a school or a system that we even try to make you actually think about stuff instead of turning you into a slave, because that's all they want is slaves. Whew. Alright. I'm tripping right now. But right now in 2015, we have computers, we have internet, we have, literally that's all we need. And we have the people and all the knowledge that all in one thing, the internet. And all you need is a keyboard and a mouse. Probably one of these. Y'all know. But everything that the ancients, everybody that wrote all the holy books that we know today, they would die to have what we have today. They would kill to have what we have today. Okay? Because all this stuff was suppressed. And it was on this corner of the earth, and that corner of the earth, that corner of the earth, that corner of the earth. Mayans, the Chinese, the Indians, Native Americans, all of them. They all had knowledge, and they all had keys and laws and truths that they held so dear that it shaped their whole culture. And then we have it in one device. everything right here. This is why I consider this magic, because it's like, let me say this. In Latin, liber means the same. Liber means book, but it also means free, which is where we get our word liberty from. So back in the day, if you had books, you were free. It equated. It was the same word. So this right here for me is like freedom when I look at it. It really is magic to me. Like I do magic, I do cards and cardistry and things, but this is where the real magic is, because it all starts with knowledge. And I got it all right here. I'm not advertising Apple, by the way. Even though I do mess with Apple. Okay, so do the research on your own. I'm just here to ignite that spark, okay? All right, next part. Truth is what it is. It cannot be changed. It can only be accepted or rejected. That makes sense? Like, truth, to me, has always been around, and it's the underlying factor in everything that we occupy ourselves with. It all has a truth behind it. But, like I said before, what is that truth and what does it sound like? Well, what it is what it is, like I said before. It is what it is. When a situation happens, it's a truth of the situation because it happened and it cannot change. It only, like I said before, accept it or reject it, okay? So we have to learn what truth is before we can create other truths, or else any other truths will be based on lies, factual lies. I know that doesn't make sense, but it's a lot of facts and opinions of factual lies, opinionated lies, point blank period. All we can do is act now. That's all we can do. We can change and make it everything better like how we want it. But if the past is effed up, if the past is messed up, then the past is messed up. If you did a couple things in your past, you did a couple things in your past. You just gotta look up, brush it off, and keep it going, you know? Jay-Z, he, like, if you can get past all the bang bang murder, it's a reason. There is a reason he's a millionaire. There is a reason. You got that, you get that real money once you work with yourself. Once you learn and get all them demons out and know who you are for real, the truth that is you, you become better. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Okay? Truth does not care how you feel. So that brought me up regrets. Like, we all have regrets. We all regretful of stuff. But you can't really live with regrets because it'll shape your future. You can learn from bad truths, good truths from your past, doesn't really matter. But as long as you learn something from it and not go back and just be like, oh, why did I do that? Oh man, now this gonna happen, now this gonna happen. First, look at what you're doing. You're setting your own future. You're saying, now this is gonna happen, now this is gonna happen, that's gonna lead to this, it's gonna bring it back around, that's gonna dig this up underneath the dirt. So like, again, I'm bringing back the Jay-Z example. He made the song. Alright, sorry for the little interruption, but I didn't have as much space on my camera as I once pondered, but let's keep the ball going. Like Jay-Z was saying, gotta learn to live with regrets. We gotta learn to live with some regrets, because if we ponder on that and sit on it, it's gonna rot our soul, because we're not taking action and finding a solution for it. And we will die with our problems. But if we look at our problems, like we're still supposed to, but look at them in a way that we know that there is a solution that lies deep within us, that inner light, then when we think about it, when we feel and think about that, we will come up with the solution. You will come up with the solution. Just TAi, okay? So now, it was this, I know you heard the statement, keep it real. Well, when I heard that statement, keep it real, I was like, I'm gonna keep it fake, but I had to think about the truth of the situation that is usually applied to or usually said in. Most people do not act on how they feel. So when that's said to you, it's because that person wants you to really, really say or act on how you feeling. Because that's how this reality operates. At first we have to feel, and then we think, and then we act. And we have to get all three of those aligned into one. Mind, body, and soul. Okay? And that's going to take a lot of hard work and knowledge. Okay? Like I said before, you gotta read if you want to be free. Read a book. Read a book. Read a book. Okay? So, if we miss a step, one of those steps, we cannot complain about how messed up our reality is. Because if you're not doing one of those steps, then we're willingly or unwillingly playing right into the hands of the dark masters, the overlords, the man, the top occult masters that have society in its grip right now. Like, we're playing right into them. And this is happening every day. Like, if we're a person that knows how to, that has a bunch of feelings, but we don't know how to, no, we think we know how to go from A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We just straight path like that. And we act on that, but our feelings inside is, we don't really know what we feel. We're just like, we ask how you're doing. Oh, yeah, it's good. I'm doing good. I don't really know what I'm feeling. It's just a void. You may feel like sometimes you outside of your body looking in. Like, I was emo for a long time. It's a huge culture behind that. Huge culture. But what we need to do is not dwell on that. Not dwell on the emo people know what I'm talking about. Don't live with those regrets. I'm talking to you, okay? They're doing this through our government. They're messing us up. They'll tell you how to feel through TV, through music, through the culture they impose on us. And they don't care how imbalanced or how messed up you are, as long as you're somewhere, way or another, they're satisfied. Now, whatever you feel as though is messed up in life is reasons and underlying truths behind everything. Accept it or not, just TAi. Okay? Now let's say you're in touch with your feelings, but your thoughts are just rampant. They just run 1,000,000 miles an hour. You just thinking. Like it needs to. You want stuff to come together. Like you see the big picture, but it's hard for things to just come together. Well, if we're that kind of person, we have to train our minds. Like this is what they invented math for. Math help us train our mind. Like before, 1 + 2 is 3. 4 + 5 is 9. Like I wouldn't know that if I wasn't able to train my mind in the right way. We have to apply that to every situation in our life. We have to know that we're thinking clearly in every situation. And it all starts with breathing, okay? You have to remember to breathe. And base what you believe and what you put your full trust in on unbiased opinions, unbiased truths, unformative conclusions, okay? We have to do all that we can to make sure everything that we take in is as pure as possible. And that only gonna happen by having the right filters, because it's all junk out there and it's all diluted, but if you let your light shine, it will become your best filter. Simple put. But also, when we don't know how to train our mind and it's just loose and all rampant, we're showed how successful people have made it. We're showed the cutthroat lifestyle of self-preservation, social Darwinism at its best. These are one of the top tenets of Satanism, as I learned in my past readings and from Mark Passio. You should look him up sometime. But that is one of the top tenets, all about the selves, all about survival. We have to move out of just surviving. Once you learn to survive, you move from that, as said before, and you go up. Thank you. This has been a TAi production. Alright, thanks for tuning in. I hope you really enjoyed this program, and there will be more to come, trust and believe. Well, I hope you let your inner light shine, as I am trying to let mine shine, as you're in the little stutter. But I'm gonna leave you off with this last quote. We all TAi, but do we really TAi?